Hi, Nigel. Great to see you on Monday with the session. And I'm just going to go through a couple of things now that we discussed from that lesson. Firstly, we talked obviously about your setup. You were very, very low with your hands here now. Getting very, very squat with the knees. Maybe just too much time playing in these windy conditions up at Southern Down, trying to get out of the wind, I suppose, really. But with that lower setup with your hands in that squat position, made it very difficult for your body to work effectively. So when you sort of swung the golf club back here now, hands all working in very, very low. Got the backswing okay now, but because of that sort of very squat position with the lower half, couldn't really use your legs as much. And now all the movement came from that left shoulder and throwing that club out towards the golf ball. And we can see as we sort of start bringing the golf club down, because of that amount of left shoulder movement you've had, the club now very, very steep, coming down sort of through your neck area. And because of that steep angle of attack, you'd either get that sort of pushy, cutty one out to the left there, or that low kind of smother pull off to the right. So from a much better setup, we can see here now, much taller in the setup, a lot less sort of flex in the knees, making a good backswing here now. The feeling is now, because we've turned better, that left shoulder's behind us, we can now start bringing the golf club down. You can see that same sort of position now as the hands are sort of starting to come down to kind of level with the sort of hip and midriff area. Look at the different position where that shaft is coming from now. It's coming down on a much more flatter plane. So it's coming round your body more on a better angle. That's going to increase your efficiency and also make it a lot easier now if you just square the club face up. So when the club comes back in the golf ball, we can see striking that line. Now, unfortunately, this one didn't pick up on the screen, but we did see some of the good shots there with that new setup. So get yourself in a slightly taller position at setup, just getting a little bit more up with the hands and taller with the posture. And then the feeling of this left shoulder now just staying back for as long as possible. If that left shoulder stays back and the arms can work down, it just brings your club down on a much better angle, makes it a lot easier if you just square the club face up, as opposed to that left shoulder kind of throwing the club at the ball there now and getting that, we call that over the top movement. So hope that makes sense, buddy. Any questions, obviously give me a shout. Great to hear you scoring on the Wednesday with the boys, that 35 points. So keep it up and we will see you on Monday. Nice one. Cheers, Nigel.